It's time for the Spoony One! Wrestling Show! It's time for the Spoony One! Wrestling Show!
Alright, surprise episode. I'm back here in the command center in Arizona. Miles is here. Or actually, I'm here and Miles has always been here. For a special tables, ladders, chairs, stairs, guardrails, and briefcases.
I've been waiting here 8 months.
I'm a touch late. I got lost, okay? I was in Illinois. Now,
just be making Dean Ambrose faces the rest of the
God
review.
damn it. We'll get to that. Like, I could forget that. Oh, God. Now I want to talk about it. No. I don't know if you've been watching my show. If not, I don't blame you, because it's fucking 3 hours long every time I do it. And you've got a life. Not that you guys don't. Thank you for watching. No, but I've been going on about how much the product sucks. The last, I think it was Survivor Series, I was like, do I hate wrestling? Like, really, I questioned, like, whether or not, do I hate wrestling now? Because the show is that bad. Raw is terrible. And it really was, like, even when TNA was, like, at its depth or height of badness, you know what I mean? I was like, I never questioned, like, do I hate wrestling? Everything is bad. And then I see NXT TakeOver, NXT TakeOver.
It was Revolution.
It was NXT TakeOver or Evolution. There was, like, 3 subtitles. But you hadn't seen it yet. You were going to, but you had work. You had a legit excuse. But I'm like, what, you hadn't seen that shit yet? And I made you sit down and watch it. Unfortunately, I made you watch it immediately before we watched TLC. That was an error.
It's not like it really skewed my opinion.
I think it did, though. Well, actually, no. Okay, no. Watching NXT was not the error. Watching TLC was the error. Can you at least agree that the TLC sucked?
I'd still be playing Zelda on my 3DS.
You were playing Zelda on the 3DS.
Regardless of whether or not I saw Revolution before that.
True. When did you get bored with it? When did you give up?
It's just there's matches that I know. If it would be the ones that JR would say it would be Bowling Shoe Ugly.
Well, that was quick. The first match was Bowling Shoe Ugly.
No, I mean, like, just by the matchup alone. Like, seriously.
Just saying the names.
Like, Big Show and Eric Rowan. I was just like, I'm done already. I don't care.
See, Eric Rowan gets undersold as a wrestler, but with the gimmick he's got, shit. Talk about the gimmick.
Well, neither one are good workers, but...
That's unfair. That's especially unfair in case of Big Show.
He's good for a big man, but he still needs someone to work with.
Well, they all need someone to work with.
No, someone that can accentuate the strengths of them.
I know what you mean.
You get two hosses in the ring. It's rarely interesting.
Let's put it this way. The big distraction in this match, 2 big distractions, Eric Rowan, Big Red. They are trying so hard, and I didn't notice this until you mentioned it, and I should have noticed, Big Red.
Well, whenever they get a new phrase they want, it's not enough that they just call it every once in a while. No, they've got to hold you down and beat you about the face with it.
And I've noticed this with other things, but not this. Like Big Red. His name, he's Big Red. Eric Rowan is Big Red. Is it Big Red?
Big Red.
It's Big Red. So when Big Red comes to the ring, Big Red is wrestling Big Show. It's Big Show versus Big Red Eric Rowan. So Big Red is also apparently a genius with a 141 IQ. Right?
He's a smarty, that's all I know.
Big Red is smart, Big Red is. And so Big Red is in a stairs match. Stairs match. Because stairs... The lead-up is actually fairly organic to this. The lead-up actually makes sense in that Eric Rowan got stairs dropped right on his fucking head. And it looked like that hurt so bad. So it actually made sense to have a stairs match. And I kind of appreciate that because a lot of my reviews kind of build organically off of each other. So it's kind of like one of those things where you got stairs dropped on his head. Okay, have a stairs match. On the other hand, stairs match. Oi. You know? Okay, so that's the biggest problem for me was like, what the fuck is a stairs match? Right?
Yeah.
Second, Big Red. This was all over the place. It's infuriating.
It's one of the long list of reasons why I hate watching Raw. Or,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't watch Raw, really.
No.
No, I watch one every month, maybe two.
Enough to piss you off.
And really the special events have taken over Raw for me.
Yeah.
They're kind of the new Raw.
How do you mean? Like, there's just,
It's
the only thing of substance that matters, you mean?
It's the only thing of substance that matters. It's the only thing
That's disappearing too.
that nothing gets settled on Raw. Nothing gets. Trust me. I miss several Raws in a row, and I don't miss anything when I watch the special events.
Here's the thing: nothing's getting settled on the special events now either.
No.
The fucking tag team title match was a joke.
But I'll tune in and just get pissed off and tune it off. Someone even suggested I just watch the last hour of Raw.
Did that help?
It helped, but I still...
That's a good idea.
But because I mentioned before, they'll still recap something 6 times.
Well, that's good, because at least you don't have to watch it. You don't have to watch the decompressed version of it. Because every Raw opens up with like a 35-minute promo. Seriously, like, if you watch those shows, they come out and they talk. And they talk and they talk. And they talk and then somebody else comes out and they talk. And they proceed to talk and the commercial break, and then they're still talking. And they talk and they talk and they talk and they talk and they talk. You think I talk. They talk all the time. And they don't ever reach a fucking point. And 35 minutes have passed before they even start a fucking match. 35 minutes! Like, shit's supposed to happen at some point. God damn it!
But mainly, I'm just... there's too much. I'm burned out. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the problem is they've got a real problem in that they can't sell me on a match I haven't seen a dozen times before.
Well, they at least in
The ones that they do, they save for the special events, which I watch.
Yeah, in this regard, there was a lot of new matches. In fact, I think pretty much all these matches were relatively new, except for fucking Swagger and Rusev.
But I could just tell you, without watching Raw, we're gonna have 50,000 A New Day versus Usos and Golden Stardust. I can predict that. I can predict. I can now imagine Raw in my mind's eye. I don't need to see it anymore.
Yeah.
So for the most part, I'm kind of done with the current product.
Yeah, you are. You reached that point long before I did.
Yeah.
I got really Survivor Series is where I got fed up. And then I showed you NXT, and they were like, "What did you think of NXT?" Just in brief, did
I really liked it
in comparison to like WWE, like
they showed up the veterans on this show,
right?
And for several other pay-per-views as well.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always one great match on these special events.
Yeah, one that's really, really memorable.
But in this, there was consistently good and entertaining matches throughout.
I thought so. I thought that was its really, of its many strengths. I was like, this is really like probably one of the pay-per-views of the year.
The Charlotte match was better than
every match.
The majority of the matches on TLC.
Yeah. I would pretty much argue for every single match on this card. And people are going to be, what about Dean Ambrose versus this one? Yeah. Yeah, even this one. Yeah. like the worst match on that card was the Baron Corbin match. At least that was over in 2 minutes, so it was enough time to take a squirt and then come back, and Baron Corbin's gone. So that's the point of this match. But yeah, I mean, NXT is such a breath of fresh air. It's embarrassing. It really does embarrass everyone else, and I can't even blame the wrestlers. It really is an indictment of the writing and production of the.
Well, it leaves you wanting to see things.
Yeah.
They've done Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn as a long-running feud, but if this were done in Raw, every week there'd be a tag match, a triple threat match.
Right.
It would be the new Cena Orton feud. Whereas this one, it's been going on a long time, but this match is still as interesting as the first match that they've done.
Yeah, and a big reason for that is that it's still special, and not just because we haven't seen them for years. I mean, that's a big part of it, is we've seen, Cena and Orton. That's an extreme example, to be sure. But how much television time does NXT have a week? They have one show a week, and it's probably like an hour long. They have like an hour of TV.
Okay, forget Cena and Orton. Try Jack Swagger and Rusev.
Fair enough. How sick are we of that shit? And they've had like 3 matches, right? So sick of the shit. Usos and Goldust and Stardust. Usos and anybody, really. Ryback. So done with that. But I think the main reason why a lot of it still has an aura and so much has mystique and we're still so excited to see it is not just because the wrestling is so good. And that's because the booking is so consistently good and fresh. But it's because we're not burned out on seeing these guys. We see these guys who are on Raw who are very good. They're very good. But we've seen too much. We know, like I said, you can close your eyes and I can see the show. In fact, I've just seen all of it. Just now, like tomorrow, I've seen tomorrow's Raw. I know everything that happens.
Yeah. I see the Cena promo.
Yep.
With Paul Heyman.
With Paul Heyman, he comes out and Brock Lesnar will see you at the Royal Rumble. And Cena does this.
There's going to be shenanigans involving the Bellas and AJ.
Seth Rollins comes out to bitch.
Seth Rollins will bitch. We'll get another Usos match to fill out the 3 hours that we've got.
Dean Ambrose will be out for the week, shockingly. No pun intended. Dean Ambrose will actually miss a week of Raw, I'm guessing. Now that I say that, people probably won't. That'll be the big mystery. It's like, well, he not only the crushed trachea, he didn't, not even mentioned. I don't think they mentioned it.
In the build-up, but not.
In the build-up, but you would have thought, maybe he would. This is going to sound so stupid because it is stupid, but you would have thought he would work the crushed trachea as an injury. He's got a bad neck. So you would think he would work the bad neck with neck breakers. I was upstairs doing a thing. I had to do a thing with the things. Was he doing anything with neck breakers or chin locks?
No.
Did he drop a ladder across his neck? Or throw him off a ladder with the neck breakers, or hit him in the neck with the chair. He tried to do the thing. He tried to do it again with the chair with the trachea, but that was it. Did he do anything? Because I remember he hit a clothesline from hell in the trachea, but
he would have done that regardless.
That was just a clothesline.
Yeah.
They didn't, and Cole. None of the commentators were right in the trachea. They just said what a clothesline, and then he kicked out. And Dean Ambrose didn't grab his throat going oh, my fucking trachea! Now, it seems like I'm obsessing over this. But he crushed his trachea. Am I wrong? I give up. Really? What am I supposed to do with this?
You want to start from the top?
No. I don't. NXT was so much better. What do you think, Kevin Steen?
I like him. I guess I'm not a wrestling guy. I don't see the indie pay-per-views or Ring of Honor. I just don't miss it. So, but
you got busted. You got that palm shot right to the fucking head. You saw that? I saw that again, and oh Lord, the sound that made. Oh, it sounded like celery's popping. It was. Gross. But did you like that powerbomb on the apron though?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't. I mean, I liked it in the sense that it was brutal, but god damn it! I don't know how they even. So much better. Go ahead.
First match.
Fuck this show.
Fuck
this show. Fuck Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler versus the Crazy Eyes guy.
The Crazy Eyes guy? Can I talk about Luke Harper for a second?
Go ahead.
Luke Harper is a very good wrestler. He's probably one of the best big guys they have. And I'm not going to talk about how they fucked up Bray Wyatt and the rest of the Wyatts. They fucked him up. They never should have split up. And even though they're kind of one-note characters, even though they're one-note characters, they were so great as a unit, like the Shield. In fact, I can kind of point to where the entire WWE product went downhill, was when they broke up the Shield. And now you can say, well, Roman Reigns took off as a superstar. Roman Reigns is superstar of the year. No, they fucked up Dean Ambrose. They've made Seth Rollins complete clown shoes. And Roman Reigns really isn't getting over as well as that you would have hoped. It really hasn't gone that well. And the Wyatts have really gone stagnant. Look at what's happened to Bray Wyatt. He's got a fucking hologram lamp. And Eric Rowan's become a vintner.
It makes no sense. For one, because you could still have them together and still doing the same things that they were doing before.
Right.
But now they've broken off to where there were once the crazy cult followers of Bray Wyatt to just a bunch of dirty, unshaven, unwashed people.
They're crazy beardo guys.
Like, they have no character now.
Bray Wyatt's just like, I've released them. Why? I'm not being an asshole. Why?
Isn't that the thing of having a cult?
Keeping
people?
Why did the spaceship come? Again, not being an asshole, what's the cult about? Who are you? Why did you let them go? You had a good thing going, I thought. So why do Luke Harper and Eric Rowan hate each other now? What the fuck? What the fuck is Eric Rowan doing as a vintner?
I wanted to support Eric in his wine making.
Yeah, was he like, I had his wine and it's damn good. I wanted to let him go. What the fuck? So.
The match?
No. Because I'm not done. Here's what the problem is. What I have with no, because I'm not. Again, I'm not. People are gonna say I'm nitpicking, and I'm not. Okay, I'm not. Because I'm gonna encompass what the problem is with characters in the WWE. Okay, Luke Harper is he's not a character. He's not even one-dimensional. He's not the crazy guy. He's not even the sweaty guy. He's a sweaty guy, but he's not even the sweaty guy. He's the crazy eyes. He's crazy eyes. Why? Because he's got the crazy eyes. And how do you know he's the crazy eyes man? Is because his entrance video is crazy eyes. And it's not just a close-up of his crazy eyes. It's nothing but crazy eyes. Hundreds of crazy eyes that just multiply. It's crazy eyes. Okay? Like,
what does he want?
Nothing. Nothing. He doesn't want anything. He just is He just does the fucking crazy eyes. Because that's all he ever did. When he was in the Wyatts, all he did was like, I'm in your head. And like, okay, when he was with the Wyatts, that was enough. Because he was just like an enforcer for Bray Wyatt. But when he's on his own, he's nothing. He's just crazy eye man. He's just a sweaty motherfucker with crazy eyes. And then all they do in his fucking entrance video is they put fucking eyes in his entrance video. And then all he does when he goes down the ramp is bug his fucking eyes out. And now he's the Intercontinental fucking champion when bugs his fucking eyes out and he just gets progressively fucking sweatier. And now I'm supposed to believe in the real fucking world he just goes around with a fucking shiny gold belt smelling like fucking sauerkraut and balls in a fucking yellow wife beater. Is he supposed to go around in an airport smelling like that? Does the motherfucker never wash? Bugging his fucking eyes out at the TSA agent? You got any metal in your pockets? What the fuck is going on here? I hate this shit. Luke Harper's the crazy eyes man, and that's all I can talk about. Why did they even give him a name? Just show the video. Big, drives me. Big Red. Because Eric Rowan is too hard to remember. That's why. That really. Who remembers Eric? Call him Sheet Mask. Sheet Mask.
Why does he wear it? I don't know.
Sheet Mask. Call him Sheet Mask, because at least it'll drive people to buy the sheet mask from Shop Zone. And then it had a match. And everyone's gonna love it.
Well, I will say it was probably the best match of the night.
Why?
Just the spots.
Why? No, why? Because they lived?
Yeah.
So they did stupid shit and lived, and that's
well, that was the entire evening. Was them beating the fuck out of each other for no point. I mean, this is like, sorry for people at home, but wrestling is fake. And one of the things that you do because it's fake is you can pretend beat up each other and not actually beat the fuck out of each other. So, while I admire these people going out and doing insane shit that could get them paralyzed and broken bones, they didn't need to. But they did it, so congratulations?
Fuck these guys. Fuck. Alright. People are going to love this match, and they're going to say, I hate Dolph Ziggler for no good reason, again. Bottom line. These guys put on a crazy fucking match, took risks they didn't need to take. They took crazy fucking bumps all over the place. They jumped through the ropes, they jumped off the fucking ladder, and they almost fucking died. On numerous occasions.
Well, people like Dolph Ziggler because he bumps like mad. Which that's good when he's young. In about 5 years, he's going to be addicted to painkillers.
Here's the thing. This is a crazy match.
He's the new Kurt Hennig.
Hang on. This was so crazy, and it wasn't necessary. And people are gonna say, well, he wanted to put on a good show. Okay. He wanted to put it all out there and do something extraordinary. Okay. He went the extra mile. Fine. Him and Crazy Eyes, fuck, they went the extra mile and they jumped over it and they almost fucking killed themselves. You know, we live in a day and age where we realize the dangers of concussions and the risk of grave injury. You have any idea how close they came to really grotesquely injuring themselves in this match? And people are going to say this is a great match, and the only reason they're going to say that is because they got lucky.
is the closest thing they've done in a while to an ECW match. But that's just because they're acting like, circus geeks that just abuse each other for the enjoyment of the crowd.
This was borderline sickening of the disdain they showed for themselves and each other. The risks they put themselves at. When Luke Harper took that dive into the ladder through the ropes and landed on his arm on that ladder, if he didn't break his arm / collarbone or both, I am stunned.
And it really shows the difference between people WWE likes and the people that they don't. And when I talk about it, I talk about management. Because even looking at the Dean Ambrose match, there was nothing in that match that was crazy dangerous. They went through some tables.
Okay.
Dean Ambrose, the biggest thing he did was a jump off of a ladder onto the Spanish announce.
That's really dangerous, but yeah, nothing on that level.
It's dangerous, but as far as like WWE goes,
yeah, okay, nothing on that level.
But they don't give a fuck about Dolph Ziggler.
No,
they don't give a shit about Crazy Eyes. So you want to go paralyze yourself? Go right ahead.
Yeah. I mean, when he landed on that ladder on his arm, he came up screaming. And I'm like, you say wrestling is fake. That face, that was not fake. He hurt so much at that moment. And I'm like, the only reason you guys are saying that was a great match is because he was lucky and that his arm wasn't sticking out like that. The bone in his arm wasn't. And there was like 3 spots like that. I can't even remember them all. But, Dolph got...
Well, they were slamming each other all over the ladders.
I think Dolph got like busted open on the top of his head.
Yeah.
He got power bombed like twice on a ladder. And I know they used to do that back in the day. I know that. And it was unnecessary then too. It was crazy back then too. And they were stupid for doing it then too. And, back then I probably thought it was awesome then too. In fact, I'm pretty sure I did. But knowing now what I didn't know then, wow. They were fucking crazy. And knowing now what happened to those guys, what's happened to those guys, yeah. Really. Guys who didn't take risks like that, who turned out worse than that. Dolph Ziggler is going to turn out bad. I mean, the only reason he coasts by on Rubber Band Man good luck. One of these days, he's going to take a powerbomb on one of those fucking ladders and split the back of his fucking skull open. And he's not going to get up. And it's going to be real bad. You think I don't like Dolph Ziggler? I like him a lot. And I like him well enough to not want to get fucking crippled. He keeps doing this shit, he's going to die. Okay? That's all I'm telling you. I hate this match. And I hate it because these guys apparently hate themselves. That's all I gotta say. I'm sorry, I'm bringing this whole show down, but I hated this match. I couldn't watch it. I couldn't stand it. Watching Luke Harper hit the fucking ladder on that floor, that was disgusting. And the thing is, he knew that would happen. He knew he was going to hit that ladder on the way down.
And again, the Revolution. None of them had hardcore matches, but I found it, again, 10 times more entertaining than most of the things on this card.
Yeah.
I guess I've kind of grown over the carny attraction of people beating the fuck out of each other for real, the kind of ECW thing.
I mean, people can work stiff wrestling matches with each other, and they can beat the hell out of each other.
They're still stiff,
but they don't need to be stupid.
There's stiff, and then there's still like legit beating the fuck out of each other.
Another example is Big Show and Kane and Ryback.
No, well, it was Big Show and was that the next one? The Big Show and Eric Rowan.
Yeah. The stairs match.
That one too. They were hitting each other really hard with those stairs. I mean, they were getting bruised up on that, and no one cared.
Yeah,
no one gave a fuck.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, these guys.
I want to look up the card just so I'm sure about that.
I admire the fact that these guys were willing to sacrifice so much to perform. I seriously, like...
Oh, we missed one. We'll go back to it.
I can admire the fact that these guys were willing to sacrifice that much of themselves to just destroy. They hit each other so fucking hard with these stairs and with these chairs. And for what? Kane and...
No one cared before. Like...
Yeah. That's the thing. And they tried. That's the thing. The reason they do that is to try. To make you care through the violence of it. But I'm like...
And they should have known that making the match.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's like making Khali and Mark Henry. It's just, you're not going to get any buyers for that.
Let me skip ahead to another one I found uncomfortable watching, not just because the match sucked, but because what I'm talking about is Kane and the Ryback. The Ryback beat the shit out of Kane. He took that chair and beat him so fucking hard with that chair. He beat his ass purple. That was awful. And people are like, it's wrestling, wear a helmet. No, you don't need to do that anymore. You know? No. He fucking...
It didn't make it a better match.
No, it didn't make it...
It's still Kane and Ryback.
It made it a worse match. If you'd have done 10 more shots, would that have made it a better match? If you'd done 10 less shots, he was just on there going, if you'd done 5 more, 5 less, no. Shit. He was, and the thing is, you could see Kane, he was in so much pain. Like, legit, and at one point, you could even see Ryback say, sorry. Like, he hit him, like, right in the elbow or something like that, and you can see Ryback say, oh, sorry. I'm like... This was really... I'm sorry.
That's all I remember from the match, really, is they beat the fuck out of each other with chairs. I don't remember any other spots.
But that was the point of the match, and I knew that was... But I knew that, and I was like, this is going to be really uncomfortable to watch. And sure enough. And plus, we're talking about the Ryback and Big Show. And I'm like... How long did that match go on? That match went on for about a year. Was that an Iron Man match?
Which one?
Ryback and Big Show? Because it went on for about an hour.
Ryback and Big Show?
Yeah.
Or you mean Kane?
I'm sorry, Kane and the Ryback.
Oh.
I'm sorry, they all blend together, these big fuckers who... was it a Four Corners match? The Four Corners Iron Man match? I don't know.
Oh, but we missed one.
No, we didn't.
And I hesitate to bring this up because it brings up even more anger. But you know what we missed.
What?
Mizdow.
Oh!
The Usos.
Fuck!
If I might take over
Please.
As you stew, Mizdow has no business being a tag champion.
No!
at all, and I don't even consider this a match.
No.
That's the thing is, this is not a match.
No.
It's a comedy bit.
Yeah.
You might as well have a backstage segment where Mizdow and Miz are doing crazy shenanigans. Because that's all this is. There is no competition, there is no match, there is no nothing. And to put the titles on these people embarrasses the titles because they are a comedy act. It's no different than putting the fucking IC title on Santino Marella.
Oh no! That's insulting to Santino. Okay.
Putting the IC belt on Hornswoggle.
Okay. No, Hornswoggle defended. Putting the Hardcore Championship on a broom. The broom won the Hardcore title one time.
Should be not Moppy or something?
It was a broom.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Hell, one of the Godfather's hoes defended the title briefly. She lost, but she tried. But yeah, the tag team that defeated the Shield just lost to the Miz and Damien Mizdow. Clean. No. Sorry, it was a DQ. It was DQ. It was a blatant DQ. I'm sorry.
Well, the thing is,
which makes that so much better.
No one was focusing on the Usos.
Mm-mm.
No one was focusing on the competition going on. It is purely cheer boo time
jerking
for
off
Miz and Mizdow. That is not a match.
No.
And you are doing a disservice to the tag division by even having this in the guise of a match.
Kick the belts in a fucking sewer.
Because you did have you had a pre-show tag match.
Which was that?
It was.
I missed that one. I slept through the pre-show.
Yeah,
I was asleep.
It was Gold and Stardust versus New Day.
Oh, New Day is fun. Did you know
They're fun.
They're fun. They're so much fun. Which leads me to, we're talking about Big Red, the commentators. They've got a problem.
God, I hate the commentary. I hate the commentary so much.
The commentators are about buzzwords. They tell you how to feel. They tell you what to think.
I'll go on a rant on this.
Please, go.
No, I mean later, because it reaches its zenith at the end of the fucking show.
You talking Dean Ambrose?
Yes.
Okay, I'll let you do
So we will get to that.
But I'll talk about New Day briefly. The New Day's fun. They like to have fun.
Aren't they?
They like to have fun because they're fun.
Fun people like to have fun.
They're fun. Yeah, I like to have fun. And that's why I like watching the New Day, because they're fun. Did you know they're fun? You should, if you like having fun, you should watch the fun New Day fun. Because the commentary team will tell you that the New Day is fun. About 800 goddamn times a segment, you see the fun New Day fun.
Keep going back through the pay-per-view and just add, because we're
fun.
Let's add some levity, like Big Show and Eric Rowan. Okay, since we have Eric Rowan, who has like a genius IQ,
which we never brought up in this match.
Why was he not being more intelligent in this match? Like, why is Big Show the person coming up with the idea of pinning Eric Rowan with the stairs?
Yeah.
Since they now weigh half a ton.
Yeah, they gave us a breakdown, which I thought was actually a pretty cool idea, giving us the technical schematics of the stairs. I thought that was kind of funny / cool.
They were trying so hard to make these things like, oh my god, like Titans can only carry these things.
Yeah.
I remember when Big Show put one up onto the announce table.
Yeah.
And,
that was great.
And Cole is like, get it off, JBL. And he's like, I can't push that.
Yeah.
JB fucking L cannot push.
World heavyweight champion of the world
cannot push these fucking stairs.
That's because they weigh.
The table.
That's because they collectively weigh 285 pounds. I'm not even kidding you. The infographic said they weigh over, was it 285? It's either 225 or 285.
I could have swore they said the top was 275. And I was just like, what? And I couldn't even pay attention to the bottom part.
Somebody said it was collectively they weighed that much. You said it was the top half. Either way, there's no way either one is true. Because it's just not true. And immediately after they said that, you can see Rowan just like swatting stairs out of the way.
Like they're just casually kicking the stairs down.
Yeah.
But the announcers, they're trying to just make it sound like, who are these titans of men who can carry around these
men from Olympus who can wield these steel barriers?
These gods who can carry.
They bring these steps from Olympus.
Chrome steel that cages King Kong.
They lift them as if they were the playthings of Atlas.
But our prize vintner / classical guitarist,
trained by Dionysus himself.
He doesn't know anything to do with these stairs besides build a fort.
He built Fort Kickass.
None shall pass, Big Show. You know the password.
Trained to grow the grapes of wine by Dionysus, and also trained in the arts of the bard by Heward.
That could be, it's Tajiri had the spit.
Yeah.
He could bring a bottle of his wine
and spray the wine
and spit the wine at people.
They could reinvent him as the connoisseur of wine and have him like wear a beret and like a brandy snifter and then like at some point you could smash a fucking bottle over a guy's head and
But they were really trying to be creative with these stairs.
Well, actually, I can appreciate that.
As creative as they can be, but the truth is you can't. Like, Big Show wedged one in on, the second and third turnbuckle.
They actually managed to do it.
And you're going like, well, what the hell are you going to do with that?
Run a guy into it.
And you just, run a guy into it. That's about all we got.
I was thinking they should do, instead of just having many sets of the ring steps, which is all they ended up doing, they should have steps of varying sizes.
Well, they try to bring back, if they've got, the vintage stairs.
Yes, the wooden ones?
Like the wooden ones, or they've got, the blue ones.
Yes.
That were before. Just many different types and sizes.
Yes. And then they should also have those the rolling ones. The fireman's ladders? Not ladders, the big wheelie steps.
Yeah.
Whatever. There's lots of steps. You need to bring, lots of steps.
It's a steps match.
It's a stairs match. You gotta have big, enormous stairs, like the same version of the ring steps, but huge, and surround the ring with them.
Make a giant, how they have the different ladders. One's super ginormous,
gigantic stairs.
Build a specific stairway that just goes up, and you could do a bump off of it.
Yeah, like an Escher-esque stairway.
A giant one that leads off of the stage, and they do the choke slam onto sawdust
he choke slams him off the top of the gigantic stairway.
And it's why would you have stairs that big?
And I just said you shouldn't take crazy bumps, but if you choke slam off a gigantic fucking staircase...
But it would be on boxes.
Yeah, on boxes, actually, okay.
The cardboard or the sawdust on the mattresses.
Yeah, or you could have a staircase made out of a bouncy castle. Yeah. See, we come up with such great idea. Yeah, or
anyway, this match was a piece of shit.
It was a piece of shit, but you could have a little teeny staircase. You get the Stairway to Heaven match, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Kane and the Ryback, which the only thing I can think this feud is still going on is that when he was the head of food and drink, that he didn't get Ryback his tuna. And his protein shake.
Was it 2 cans of tuna?
And a protein shake. When will people not learn? If you feed the Ryback, he will not be mad at you.
You have to feed him.
But you didn't. So I will beat the shit out of you with a chair.
You can't feed... At what fucking concession stand do they feed you cans of tuna and protein shakes?
He will take Subway
But they don't serve Subway.
He stole it from Jared. He likes Subway.
One of my favorite memories of when CM Punk was the head of the Straight Edge Society was Jared from Subway was like the guest host of Raw. Or he might not, he was just in the front row because they often like would plug Subway, but Jared from Subway was there. And so like Punk was acting like an asshole, and he was giving Jared from Subway lip because, you know, he was just being a heel. And Jared was not taking any of it because he was just like, of course when he was acting tough, he was just like, I'm Jared. And so he pointed to like Serena, whatever the bald one. Whatever. He was pointing to like Luke Gallows. And he's like, Luke, Serena, bring me Jared from Subway. Like Cobra Commander. He actually has a Cobra tattoo, but he's like, Luke, bring me Jared from Subway. And I'm like, but yeah, he had that moment where he's like, the Ryback was accosting Jared from these like, feed me boy.
Ryback needed 2 subs.
Yeah, he wanted 2 subs. He's very hungry.
Very hungry.
You have to talk like the Ryback.
But I will fight you now, Kane who fights in slacks.
What is with fucking Kane?
What? I don't get it. Is it comfortable?
No.
Because I'd fight in pajamas then if I were comfortable.
He who was formerly the Demon Kane and is also now the executive formerly known as Corporate Kane, who now no longer has any identity, apparently. Why the fuck does he wrestle in slacks?
Because he has elbow and knee pads and he's got boots. Everything else is wrestler gear.
I've had this problem ever since they formed the Authority and he entered the Royal Rumble. Okay. Like, at the Royal Rumble was the first time he wrestled as Corporate Kane. And by the way, Citizen Kane, way better name for the guy. But whatever.
Which that could be a name now.
He could be Citizen Kane now, because he's not corporate.
Yeah.
What is he? I don't know. I thought he was part of the Authority. But whatever.
Dude Kane?
Citizen Kane now. Just bank on it. I got it copyrighted now, though, so you can't use it unless you pay me. But, okay, so he shows up at the Rumble first time as Corporate Kane. He shows up in slacks, which I thought was beyond stupid. But I'm going like, maybe he didn't know he was in the Rumble until like Triple H handed him a number. I go, okay, so he just took his shirt off and he ran down there to wrestle. Fine. But then he shows up to wrestle. He keeps wrestling in slacks and like a belt. And what the fuck is, what are you doing? What?
You're ruining your perfectly good slacks by doing that?
No, he's wrestling in fucking slacks. I'm like, what the fuck? You look like an idiot. He's wrestling in a really nice belt. It's like, nobody does that. And the thing is, you're like, well, he's Corporate Kane. Well, he's corporate. He wears slacks. The thing is, he wears wrestling boots. He wears elbow pads. He wears probably knee pads. Like, apparently he has the time and effort to expend to buy these other things, but he's like, I'm going to go with the slacks. What the fuck?
They breathe. I don't know.
What the fuck? So like, but maybe he's like, well, I don't want to wear my Demon Kane pantaloons, so buy new trunks. What? I can't do everything for you, but he's just wrestling in fucking slacks. It bothers the shit out of me every time. And this has nothing to do with the match, because the match sucked. It's not worth talking about anyway. This match was what they gave him like 25 minutes, 30? It was like the longest match on the show. I can't even remember who won. The Ryback.
No. Kane squashed him.
No. Ryback won.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Ryback beat the shit out of him with a chair, like beat him raw.
No, I was thinking Big Show. Big Show squashed Eric Rowan.
Oh, we didn't finish talking about that. Yeah, the Genius got his... He wasted like 5 minutes of time when he had Big Show beat to build a fortress.
Building his play fort.
And then he immediately got like speared through it. Which, not smart. And then he got donkey punched in the back of the head. He got chokeslammed on the steps, then immediately donkey punched, which killed him dead. And then, even though he was just dead, Big Show, to prove a point...
But it really wasn't necessary.
I mean, it wasn't necessary. He was dead. He put the stairs over him, which the commentators made a note of announcing was extremely intelligent, to put the stairs over him so he couldn't kick out. And then Rowan, even to like show that it was smart, tried to kick out and couldn't. So not only did Big Show beat the man in a fair fight, he outsmarted him as well. Using the stairs to their peak of, like, using the stairs intelligently to beat his opponent.
Yeah.
In the match that he wanted. So, like, wow. 141 IQ, you got punked. Fuck off to your winery. I don't even know. And then, so the Ryback is, like, proceeds to destroy Kane and then hits him with the gentlest meat hook clothesline I've ever seen. He was like, ugh. And then Ryback is like, ah.
No, that was Cole. That's later.
That was later. Shell shocks him. I really think Kane might be very close to retiring. The vibe I'm getting here, and this is, I have no, Joey Numbers did not give me any inside information on this one. I kind of get the feeling Kane is pretty close to announcing he's hanging it up. It just, this seems to me like he's on the goodbye tour. I think after Mania he might be waving goodbye on this one. He's looking tired. And I say farewell to him. I have no problem with Kane. I don't think you've ever really liked him, but except for the fact he wrestles in slacks. I felt bad for the guy. I felt really bad because Ryback destroyed him. He is going to be hurting so much if he's not hurting already.
Next up was...
AJ?
No, it was John Cena.
Oh, God.
And
This.
Seth Rollins in a tables match.
This match.
Is it really fair to call it a match?
No, it's not.
Because I wouldn't.
No.
I mean, kind of in the same way, no one cared about the competition or the moves going on.
You knew. Sorry.
It was simply a matter of who was going to eventually screw who and gift someone the title shot.
Yeah, it was as soon as the ref went down.
It was purely a story segment.
As soon as the ref went down, it was basically just your eyes just went to the ramp. You know, because it was just, it didn't matter what was going on in here. You were just like, okay, who's coming down? Because you knew immediately it was, you might as well have just had the writers come out and start fighting. The writers themselves just come out and start fighting. It was one of those moments where you're just going to be like, okay, it's one of those. Because me and you both just immediately just like, you I think you started, you said, you're like, this isn't a match. And I'm like, what did I say? You're like, this isn't a match. And I go, yeah. I said, I think I just went, I said, yeah, they just gave up. Because as soon as the ref went down, everyone and their mother started interfering. And it was when Big Show showed up. I was like, here we go. You know, this is just a pick-em at this point, you know?
I was waiting for the vigilante Sting to show up again.
That's another buzzword they're going for. They repeat it over and over again to get it over. To get it
the vigilante Sting.
He's not the icon Sting.
He's such a vigilante.
He's the vigilante.
Ever
Sting.
vigilant.
Yeah. He's not the icon we deserve, but he's the one we need right now. Or yeah.
Vigilante. Anyway.
Yeah, but because if you need saving, he will play his music and then shuffle very slowly towards you. And hopefully his music will dissuade your attacker from beating you further.
He will give a glare like you wouldn't imagine.
And he will look at your attacker very sternly. Anyway. But
they started off for like 2 minutes as a wrestling match, and even at the beginning they say, oh, it's no DQ! And I'm going like, well, J&J Security are a bunch of fucking idiots because they won't fight They're trying to be like covert.
Yeah.
Like, why?
They're being sneaky.
It's no DQ, asshole.
And then at some point they just started attacking. But it took them 5 minutes to figure that out.
They're very slow on the uptake. Which, they've changed the rules to the tables match.
Have they?
Yes, before it was just, with any of these, if it was a chairs match, only chairs were allowed.
That was my question.
If it was a tables match, only tables are allowed.
Yeah.
You only get to use the tables, ladders, and chairs
Is that
on
true?
a tables, ladders, and chairs match.
Now the thing is, they kept pretty much to...
They've established that before.
But they didn't... I don't think they really strayed from that, though, because nobody went for a chair in the stairs match. Nobody...
But they did other shit, like Cena was going to town with a fucking guardrail.
Yeah, that was the thing that...
It's not tables, ladders, chairs, a guardrail, stairs.
That was my question, was when he used a guardrail, and I asked aloud, is that allowed? You can't do that. I know it's stupid, but it's not a guardrails match. It's because they say specifically in chairs matches, you can use chairs as weapons.
Rename it GRTLCS.
Yeah, because they say specifically you can use chairs as weapons. It doesn't say anything about anything else. And my question was, can you hit someone in the balls with a chair? I don't think so. I don't think low blows are legal.
Well, now it's anything goes.
As long as it's with a chair? See, I don't know. This is very poorly defined. But as far as I know, in a tables match, I don't know.
Was this the match that Cole took the bump?
Yes. Yeah. Well, see, in a tables match... Wait. If it was a tables match where you could use anything, it would be a TLC match.
Yes.
Because, you could use... If it was a tables match where anything goes, you could use ladders and chairs. Therefore,
only tables, ladders, and chairs.
Wait. No, because a TLC match you can win by pinfall. But even then, you shouldn't be able to... See, this show is bullshit. I hate this.
This was the greatest bump of the night.
Yeah. Cole took the most dangerous... You fucked Dolph Ziggler and fucked Luke Harper. I'll try to replicate it.
Seth gets thrown over the table, and it's everyone's just clearing out.
You gotta hit me too.
Everyone gets out of the way. But no, that's the thing, is Seth barely grazes him. His head, as he's rolling, goes and Cole takes the slowest. He's like,
No, I gotta, his facial expression never changes, so you gotta do it again. I'll try to replicate it.
And that knocked Cole out for the rest of the match. He was down.
He was like a fainting goat. He was like...
JBL's like, oh god, the chaos, the match.
No, he was worried about his headset.
Well, that too.
He was furious. He was like,
fucking headset.
He's like, my headset! Ah! And I was like, I'm with you, man.
But King is like, cool down.
I was like, Bradshaw's got a point. If you broke the headset, there's nothing else open at this hour. You killed Cole, you can get... There's thousands of people, we can get another Cole. So who's annoying back there? Yeah, you. Get in here.
But I guess I'll bitch for a little bit now that we've had a moment of cheer. How much weaker can we make Seth Rollins?
The answer is very... I'll be right back. Go ahead.
Because, yeah, I get it. He's the chicken shit heel. I get that they cheat to win. But there's a difference between someone who isn't as good as the face, so he uses things to his advantage to win, and someone who has no business being in a wrestling ring with any sort of man or even woman. And that's the kind of person they've painted Seth Rollins to be. It's not that, on a good day, maybe with the wins, favorable to him, that he could beat John Cena. It's like, no, he has no business holding John Cena's job.
And he admits this.
And he admits it.
He's like, I don't have to beat John Cena. I don't have to make him submit. I just gotta hope he falls through a table.
I hope I luck out, he slips on a turnbuckle and puts a foot through a table.
And I got 3 guys.
And yeah, he's got 3 guys cheating for him.
Yeah.
And he still loses.
And he admits this. He's like, I suck, and I don't have to beat him, and I got 3 guys cheating.
So,
well, hang on.
What kind of...
Hang on. I have to change memory cards real fast, so we will be right back.